Hello, welcome to Cinema Savvy. We are 1 week away from the UK release of No Time to Die, and of course, we're still in our James Bond retrospective. Next week, we'll have Spectre, which will conclude our retrospective before going into No Time to Die. But we wanted to do something a bit fun today. It's been, God, I want to say almost a year, if not a year, since we last did one of these. We're doing a quiz. It's, of course, why all of you have clicked on, whether you're playing at home on on your own, whether you're in a team. We're going to have 6 rounds of 60 questions of James Bond questions. That's why you've clicked on here. It's going to be everything from behind the scenes to general knowledge to music to everything in between. So it's going to be really, really fun. And it feels really fun to be doing one of these again, to be hosting one of these. This was sort of like, we kind of jumped on the quiz bandwagon, didn't we, in lockdown? But we want to test you guys now. This is all to you. So I guess the last thing I'll say is, like, obviously, if you're playing at home, we kind of mentioned this a few times, but we always have 1 or 2 people that do it. You're welcome to comment along as we go through, but please don't post answers in the comments, because obviously if people are playing at home, we don't want to ruin it for them. So post jokey answers by all means. We always love the jokey answers, but yeah, I guess that's the preamble. It feels good to be doing this thing. So hopefully, fingers crossed, this goes over well with everyone.
Yeah, I hope so as well. And as always, we're going to be starting in a second with George announcing out the rules and stuff like that. But we will post our socials first, just so you can follow us on all of the channels. So please, once again, do not comment any answers in the live chat. We do want to kind of make that abundantly clear, just in case people accidentally write things down and stuff like that. We have our Spectre review that is going to be coming out on Tuesday, the 28th of September as well. So please tune in for that. Do we have any special guests for that one, guys?
Not at the moment. For that, we're heading to No Time to Die, and let's be honest, it's an insult to Aston to come on for a Spectre as a
very true. Yes, and to point that out as well, we're going to have our No Time to Die spoiler-free review coming out on Thursday the 30th, on a few days after that as well. And if you want to follow us on any of our other stuff, because we don't just do Bond stuff, we do other things as well. We generally review films and anything film-worthy. So go and follow us on Facebook. That is Cinema Savvy. Go on to Twitter, that's @cinema_savvy. Letterboxd is Cinema Savvy again, and go down to the description below and pick up t-shirts. They come in various different colours. And
no
yeah,
Bond
they all say
t-shirts,
Cinema
though,
Savvy.
unfortunately. We did try, guys. We did really try, and it was pulled almost instantly. But we do have t-shirts, just not James Bond ones, unfortunately.
Definitely. And as we said, this is the first quiz we've done in a while, so we've had a bit of a refresher between ourselves, and obviously, you don't want to approach a James Bond quiz with a bog standard quiz format. We've tried to switch it up ever so slightly. So, for you guys at home, we had Tom tweet me earlier asking about the rules. So I'm going to go over this because we've actually, in truth, never been asked it. I believe some of you may be on a Teams call with each other, on a Zoom call. Absolutely fine if you're in Teams. Absolutely fine. The way it's going to work, you don't need to email us anything. Any questions that come in, we are going to answer them today. So if we have made a terrible error as well, comment that below. We've had it before, and obviously we don't want to embarrass ourselves, and people can make mistakes. So there's the straightaway disclaimer, which is very well used already. But what we want to say is we're going to go through a couple of rounds, then we're going to do the answers for the first 2 rounds. Then we'll do that again. In every 2 rounds, we're going to essentially go over the answers for you at home. And we've got 6 rounds in total, which I'm more than happy to go through. So round 1 is going to be general knowledge. That is going to be 10 questions based on the first 3 James Bonds. It could be anything to do with any film from them, maybe multiple films. Round 2 is the music rounds. We're going to have a line of dialogue from a song. I know it's lyrics, but I'm not used to it. And you need to write down the artist and the name of the song, not the film, the name of the song, on the off chance that it might not be a song from a film. Then we have the character round, which is the first photo round. On our screen, we're going to bring up a photo from a character. All you need to do is bring up their name, and that will get you 1 point if you get any of those correct. Round 4 is the quotes round, which may be themed towards a type of character. We're not going to disclose that now in case you're doing your research. You need to get 2 points for these. You need to get the name of the character and the film that this one is from. So you've got 20 points up for grabs on that round. Then we also have the gadgets and vehicle rounds, which is going to be another photo round. We're going to have a photo on the screen. It's going to alternate between vehicle to gadget, vehicle to gadget. You need to name the vehicle or the gadget and the film it's from. Now, We're not going to be absolute psychopaths with this. That we're going to spice it up a little bit, give you guys a chance. So if there's a word difference, if you're pointing in the right direction, we're going to let you have the point. So we'll come to that. So any issues is going to probably come for the gadgets because let's say it's a Nokia phone. I'm not going to make you read out the model number, serial number, and all that nonsense. So do not worry about that. But you have 20 points available for round 5. And then to round it off, we've got round 6, which is another general knowledge round, which will be 10 questions on the more recent 3 Bonds, of course, Dalton, Brosnan, and Craig. So 60 questions in total, 90 points up for grabs. And on the off chance some people are drawing or someone just get 100%, we may throw in a tiebreaker if needed for somebody to comment on the stream. So I hope that has come across clear. I know we've got a couple of people. We've got Really 007 in the chat, Tom, John, Matthew, and Chris on board. We have Griff, his team Griff and Let Die, which is absolutely perfect. I'd love to give you a bonus point just for having that as a name. We've got Devil Dana saying, good evening, everybody. As we said, do comment along. Just do not comment the answers we... Oh, God, what a name here. There's no point in quizzing if you can't feel alive. I'm absolutely into the Brosnan references.
Let us know some of your quiz team names. If you're playing in a team, let us know some of the names because I think some of them are going to be great. I mean, that one's kicking us up to a great start right there alone.
And if playing solo, listen, if you want to type the scores in, that's fine. But actually, let us know if you're a solo or in a group just so we can separate it. There'll be a winner still, but do let us know if you're in a group or solo. Not that there's prizes. We wish there were, but there's not. And time to stand the greatest cinematic character of all time. I didn't know we were on a Batman quiz. Sorry. I'm joking. This is where they will leave. Anyway, I think that's enough pre-build-up. I think it's time to get into it. So Chris is going to go through round 1 with you all now. He's going to repeat each question twice. And then how do we do it? Do we just then repeat the 10 again at the end?
Yeah, I think we go about two rounds in, don't we? And then we go back over all the answers, I think, afterwards. So, so this is going to be round 1, guys. So hopefully you're all in. We're almost coming up to 10 minutes now. So hopefully everyone who's playing is already in. This is the general knowledge round. So it's 1 point per question. There's going to be 10 questions. You just got to answer it, basically. Once again, final time I'll say it, please don't post answers in the live chat. Jokey answers are absolutely fine. So here we go. Question number 1. Dr. No was the first film released in the Eon series, but wasn't the first book released. Which number book was it? So again, Dr. No was the first film released in the Eon series, but it wasn't the first book released. Which number book was it? I actually don't know how many James Bond books there are in total in the entire series. So this is a stab in the dark for a lot of people. So
I've got the first one next to me, which I'll be reading after Dune. So there's some product placement.
Well, there's a clue right there. It's not number 1, so don't pick number 1 for the question.
Yeah, that's obvious.
Okay, so we will be repeating the questions at the end, so I'll move on to the next one. Question 2. What is the name of the actor who played Red Grant in From Russia with Love? That's question 2. What is the name of the actor who played Red Grant in From Russia with Love? So yeah, this first block of general knowledge is going to be covering Sean Connery, George Lazenby, and Roger Moore. So, maybe the Sean Connery era is an era of Bond that you're not too hot on. So hopefully there'll be questions in there for everyone. We have a question here. Oh, hang on. No, that's from us.
Yes.
Pen and paper, yes. I mean, if you're doing it on notes, I mean, we are in the technical age now. So whether you're typing these out, whatever you're doing, I'm sure you're doing fine. Question number 3. What is the name of the yacht owned by Emilio Largo in Thunderball? That's question 3. What is the name of the yacht owned by Emilio Largo in Thunderball? Also, guys, if I am moving through these too quickly, just let me know. Okay. The live chat is there for a reason. Wow.
People also have a pause button if needed to possibly ponder over a question for a little bit longer if they wanted to.
Ooh,
and
no,
people could... I know, but people could also be watching on catch-up.
This is true. Well. This is very true.
Yeah, if you're watching on catch-up, comment underneath your score and let us know.
Chris, is that wine I see?
It is. It's a very nice wine, actually. Question 4. Who does James Bond impersonate when he goes to Piz Gloria in On Her Majesty's Secret Service? And I hope I'm pronouncing that right. Who does James Bond impersonate when he goes to Piz Gloria in On Her Majesty's Secret Service? You know, the Bond that only did 1 film, but we got 2 questions on him, so already we're beating Lazenby's score right there.
The chat has gone very quiet.
It has. I just want to say, like,
People just
thank you to
concentrating.
everyone for tuning in tonight. This is probably like the most impressive turnout we've had on one of these things. This is amazing. Okay, question 5. George Lazenby is the youngest actor to play Bond so far. How old was he at the time of filming? That's question 5. George Lazenby is the youngest actor to play Bond so far. How old was he at the time of filming? At the time of filming is key here as well. So bear that in mind. Everyone's just in it, aren't they? Like, I can tell. I can hear. Focus. I can almost hear the conferring and the discussion of Bond facts. This is great. Okay, we move on. So question 6. Charles Gray plays Blofeld in Diamonds Are Forever. Who does he play in You Only Live Twice? That's question 6. Charles Gray plays Blofeld in Diamonds Are Forever. Who does he play in You Only Live Twice? Very strange casting there. I mean, it's not the first time that a Bond actor has been cast as 2 different characters. Okay, question 7. What is the name of the bar in Harlem that Bond goes to in Live and Let Die before he meets Mr. Big? That's question 7. What is the name of the bar in Harlem that Bond goes to in Live and Let Die before he meets Mr. Big? I think it's actually technically a chain of bars, so that might be, I don't know if that's more of a clue. Maybe it's not a clue at all, but just to cover our own backs. We have double, triple checked these questions, but obviously something could slip through the cracks, and I'm sure people will let us know if that's the case. Question 8. How tall is Richard Keel at the time he played Jaws? In feet. Feet and inches, by the way. How tall is Richard Keel at the time he played Jaws? That's question 8. We got our first quote right there. Awesome quote. Who doesn't love Mr. Big in that film? Maybe that's a quote that could come up later. Who knows? We'll find out in a few rounds' time. Question 9. How much does Khan end up paying for the fake Fabergé egg at the auction in Octopussy? So into the Roger Moore era now. Actually, we were with Jaws anyway, weren't we, before? And Live and Let Die. Ignore me. Question 9. How much does Khan end up paying for the fake Fabergé egg at the auction in Octopussy? Oh,
I'll be honest, guys, at this point, I'd be lost.
This is so tough. Lost. This is tough. And one of my personal favorite characters is the focus of question number 10. So question number 10, what is the name of Max Zorrin's horse in A View to a Kill? That's question 10. What is the name of Max Zorrin's horse in A View to a Kill? I'm going to go through those questions again in just a second. I'll just give time for people to rack their brains of A View to a Kill. Maybe they don't even need to rack their brains. Maybe they've seen A View to a Kill many, many times. The
temptation to have that question is, where is he happiest?
Yeah. Bonus question. No, we didn't. No bonus question just yet. Okay, so that's obviously round 1. I'm going to go through them really quickly again. Let us know how you've got on. Hopefully we've made them challenging enough, or maybe these are like softball. Maybe these are simple for you. Let us know. So just going back over them again. Question number 1. Dr. No was the first film released in the Eon series, but it wasn't the first book released. Which number book was it? So essentially, which number book was Dr. No in the James Bond novel series? Question 2. What is the name of the actor who played Red Grant in From Russia with Love? Question 3. What is the name of the yacht owned by Emilio Largo in Thunderball? Question 4. Who does James Bond impersonate when he goes to Piz Gloria in On Her Majesty's Secret Service? Question 5. George Lazenby is the youngest actor to play Bond so far. How old was he at the time of filming? Question 6. Charles Gray plays Blofeld in Diamonds Are Forever. Who does he play in You Only Live Twice? Question 7. What is the name of the bar in Harlem that Bond goes to in Live and Let Die before he meets Mr. Big? Question 8. How tall is Richard Keel at the time he played Jaws? And if you can do that in feet and inches, that would be great. Question 9. How much does Khan end up paying for the fake Fabergé egg at the auction in Octopussy? And question 10. What is the name of Max Zorrin's horse in A View to a Kill? If you guys need me to repeat any of those questions, if you've missed one, if you've joined a little bit late, just let me know and I can quickly breeze through them again. Hopefully that was a good place. Let us know how you're all doing. Already from Really 007, loving these questions, guys. Great job. Thank you very much. This was a combined team effort. I think it took us about 4 hours in total to come up with all of these questions one night. So hopefully you guys are enjoying it at home.
And a quick shout out to 007. Check out their 1 year anniversary podcast. They've now released it. We were fortunate to be on there. Split into 4 parts. Great discussion. So if you haven't already checked them out, do check out that anniversary video because that was a very fun Friday night. And we weren't wearing tuxes like a lot of others. Mad respect to anyone that was.
We've got a comment from Marcus here. He says, so far easy. Ooh. We might have to up our game then come the next few rounds. Hopefully it gets a little bit more challenging. We've got Devil Dharma saying, struggling to convert meters into feet, but so far it's great. And perfect so far. Thank you very much, guys.
Sounds like everyone's doing quite well.
So yeah. No people asking to repeat any questions, so I think with all that being said, we can introduce round 2.
Yes, so round 2.
We will be going back through the answers, by the way, in like a round's time, so don't worry about that.
Yeah. So round 2 is the music round. There are 2 points for each question. You have to name the artist and the film that it's from. Okay, so really simple. I will give you a quote line from the song, and you basically have to give us the answer of the artist and the film. And I'll try not to do it in the same rhythm as the actual song because it's sometimes quite difficult reading out these quotes from previous times we're doing it. So here we go. Question number 1. For every sin I'll have to pay, I've come to work, I've come to play.
Sorry.
Question number 1. Oh, Chris?
Can you hear me?
Yeah, we can hear you.
I'm just saying, just to clarify, sorry, it's the name of the artist and the title of the song, not the film that it's from.
Yes.
It's the artist and the title of the song. Sorry, guys.
Yeah, that's fine. So question number 1. For every sin I'll have to pay, I've come to work, I've come to play.
George, do you need a drink? I think you might need a drink, mate. Just pick up that glass. There you go. There you go. That's good.
Okay, we're going to move on to question number 2. Much wiser since my goodbye to you. Question number 2. Much wiser since my goodbye to you. Can hear gears turning in people's heads.
It's so hard not to like sing it out.
I know, right?
I'm leaving myself on mute.
Okay. Question number 3. 100,000 changes, everything's the same. Question number 3. 100,000 changes, everything's the same.
And once again, it's the name of the artist and the title of the song, which
Correct.
is actually kind of convenient because a lot of the titles of the songs
Yes.
actually correspond to the movie they're from, apart from a few on here.
Question number 4. Any woman he wants, he'll get. Question number 4. Any woman he wants, he'll get.
That one's tough. That one's really tough. Not to
I'm having to do these in exactly the same tone as well and try and... Okay. Question number 5. Ask me to, I will give my world to you, baby. Question number 5. Ask me to, I will give my world to you, baby.
Now, do we give them a clue on this one? Because
No.
music is a very broad term in Bond. Okay. I mean, these guys are up for it. These guys are like
if they've said, I was going to say, if they've said the first round was easy, I feel like we chucked them in the deep end on some of these.
We'll weed them out with this one, I think.
Yeah. Question number 6. But you yourself are nothing so divine. Question number 6. But you yourself are nothing so divine.
It's difficult when it's like, when it's just said, you know, without the melody, it's difficult.
Mm-hmm.
Especially when we know the song as well.
Yeah. Okay, question number 7. No one ever died from wanting too much. Question number 7. No one ever died from wanting too much.
Just had a comment from Devil Dana right there saying what we were just saying pretty much. It's
Yep.
pretty hard without the melody. That's the idea.
Okay. Question number 8. I'm in so strong and so deep.
I had to think about that one.
So I'm putting myself on mute so I don't like hum it as well.
Yeah.
That's what I'm really afraid of. So I'm keeping myself on mute, everyone.
Question number 8. I'm in so strong and so deep.
Oof. That's what he said. Oh, I'm such a child.
We have comment of the night. or is Griff bluffing?
Oh, good point. Number 9. Take my unfinished life and make it complete. Number 9. Take my unfinished life and make it complete.
I feel like that one's probably the easiest one so far. Maybe. I don't know. Maybe I'm mistaken.
Okay, and the final one, question number 10. You'll relish the world I create. Question number 10. You'll relish the world I create.
And it's difficult to give opinions on these songs as well, because if anyone's watched our tier video, that could give people a clue as well as to, you know.
While we've mentioned tiers, a massive thank you to every single person that did a tier list, because we said on the video we'd retweet them all, but I'm so sorry, guys. We had probably 100 come in, and I had no idea that many people wanted to do it. So we ended up liking people towards the end, but a massive thank you to everyone that checked that out. It was amazing to see everyone's thoughts. And I did see some of the person Rep Madonna near the top, who has my tremendous respect.
Okay, I'm going to go back through these very quickly by reading them once through again. So this is your last chance for this round to be able to get the 2 points, one for the artist and one for the song name, not just the film. So I'm going to be repeating all of them through, and then we'll take requests if people want an extra repeat. Here we go. For every sin I'll have to pay, I've come to work, I've come to play. That was question number 1. Question number 2. Much wiser since my goodbye to you. That was question number 2. Question number 3. 100,000 changes, everything's the same. Question number 4. Any woman he wants, he'll get. Question number 5. Ask me to, I will give my world to you, baby. Question number 6. But you yourself are nothing so divine. Question number 7. No one ever died from wanting too much. Question number 8. I'm in so strong and so deep. Question number 9. Take my unfinished life and make it complete. And question number 10. You'll relish the world I create. And that is round number 2.
Okay, so I believe the next
George,
round...
you can quit, the humming.
And... I think because they've been on my Spotify in my car for so long, for that's 6 months.
Yeah,
it's intertwined in my head now, and some of them, there's some terrible songs, but we're not going to talk about them.
If people want any ones repeated, now is the time before we move on to round 3, and let us know how you think you did in that round as well.
I think that was, judging by the comments, that was definitely tougher than round 1, which is good. That's what we want. We want to make this challenging. Good. And in terms of the Bond music, I think I said this on the tier list, and even driving back from work tonight, I was listening to my Bond playlist. I don't know how long after No Time to Die I'm still going to be listening to that playlist, and I'm kind of worried. I think of all the songs and the albums that I will never listen to because I'm just listening to my James Bond playlist. So I'm loving it though, loving it. I think definitely in the hype now for No Time to Die. We've had no people asking for any repeats. Devil Dana, I know we just went back through it, so hopefully you got question 7 there on the repeat. Yeah, so before we move it, so our next round is going to be the character round, which is going to be the first picture round. So before we get into that, I think we'll just take a step back and we'll go through the answers to both rounds 1 and 2. So we can get some scores on the doors for people. So we'll give people like a final 10 seconds if they need a repeat for round 2. But judging by everyone's comments, I think everyone was absolutely fine with it.
I wonder if anyone's got 20 out of 20 so far, or would it be 30 out of 30?
It'll be out of 30.
There's 2 points, yeah, for the music round.
Well, comment your scores so far, guys. If you want to, if you don't want to, if you're very arrogant or very embarrassed, do it at the end. You know, we've had some people churn out terrible scores before, which has been great because we realized we made it too hard. So we do appreciate the feedback. I mean, we're not doing Lockdown Weekly quiz anymore, but who knows? Maybe people would want a second Bond quiz because we know we've missed a few things out. So we know that there is scope for more as a sort of Easter egg tease, maybe.
We have been tried to be as very thorough as possible. Like you should see a question across this that covers all 25 films. So we were very adamant that we wanted to do that. So even if it's just 1 or 2, you'll see questions on there from every Bond film so far. With all that being said, I think we'll go through the answers to round 1 then. So this is going back to the general knowledge round. I'm going to quickly go through it. So question 1 was, Dr. No was the first film released in the Eon series, but wasn't the first book released. Which book was it? It was book 6 in the James Bond franchise. So if you got 6, give yourself a point. This is 1 point per question for this round. Question 2, what is the name of the actor who played Red Grant in From Russia with Love? That was Robert Shaw. Don't know how easy that one was. I think some Bond aficionados are probably all right with that one. Question 3 was, what is the name of the yacht owned by Emilio Largo in Thunderball? It's the Disco Volante, which sounds pretty badass as yacht names go. Question 4, who does James Bond impersonate when he goes to Pitt's Gloria in On Her Majesty's Secret Service? That was Sir Hilary Bray, which is probably one of my favourite bits in that film. Question 5, another On Her Majesty's question. George Lazenby is the youngest actor to play Bond so far. How old was he at the time of filming? He was 29. That's going to be the question after No Time to Die. Are they going to go for a younger Bond, or we'll find out?
He looked about 40, not being horrible.
Yeah.
So I've got a sense of longevity with this quiz. We say who is the youngest actor to play Bond so far, because we don't know. They could go younger, God forbid, in the next film. Question 6, Charles Gray plays Blofeld in Diamonds Are Forever. Who does he play in You Only Live Twice? That is Dicko Henderson, and I've got to try and say that with a straight face. It's Dicko Henderson, a name so nice you have to say it twice. Question 7, what is the name of the bar in Harlem that Bond goes to in Live and Let Die before he meets Mr. Big? That's Fillet of Soul, or Fillet of Soul, however you want to pronounce it. Fillet. Fillet of Soul. Question 8, how tall is Richard Keel at the time he played Jaws? That is 7'2".
Big.
He's a tall guy. I mean, if you couldn't convert that into feet and inches, then but you've still got it exact, by all means, give yourself a point. We're not that harsh. Question 9, how much does Khan end up paying for the fake Fabergé egg at the auction in Octopussy? That was £500,000. It's a lot of money. And question 10, what is the name of Max Zorrin's horse in A View to a Kill? That is Pegasus. Again, if you need me to read any of those answers out, just to make sure you've got it right, just let me know before we go into the answers for round 2. Sorry.
We won't find out what people have got just yet. Wait until the end
hold off, guys, until the end of round 2.
Wait until the music round points come out, and then we'll reveal our scores at the almost halfway point. The first section of the quiz.
Oh, we've got scores on the doors already.
Scores coming in already.
First one in. We're
5 out of 10
going to share that right there. So Game of Grip is 5 out of 10 so far. It's still all to play for. It's still early days.
Yeah.
Devil Dana, 8 out of 10. Failed at George's George Lazenby's age and Jaws' height. That's fair enough.
If there is no comment on wanting to hear the answer again from round 1, then we shall move on to round 2.
Charlie Richards just oh my god, we've got Samar with 10 out of 10. We've got Marcus with 9 out of 10. We've got Charlie with 8 out of 10. It's still all to play for.
Getting tense.
This is
getting tense.
Yeah, this is tense.
And this is just round 1. And 10 out of 10 so far. Really 007 as well.
Okay, I guess we're going to move on to. There are four of you. I feel like the four of you should have competed individually to show
Fine.
who's the biggest.
Fine. It's just some fun. It's all right.
Anyway, here we go. Music round. So 2 points for each. One for the artist. Oh wow. Sorry, I've just seen a comment and I'll have to put up. There's 9 of us here, so we're fighting for this. Team versus team. This is very interesting. Okay, so music round. 1 point for the artist name and 1 point for the song name. For every sin I'll have to pay, I've come to work, I've come to play. Of course, it's George's favorite, Madonna, Die Another Day. If you couldn't see George's face during that question,
that was like the moment we sat down in the quiz. Like, right, first song is going to be Madonna. Put it in now, and it was. So. Yes.
Question number 2. Much wiser since my goodbye to you was, of course, Matt Monro from Russia with Love. Very difficult, that one, not to put in the pause and everything like that. This one was even harder. Question number 3. 100,000 changes. Everything's the same. Aha, The Living Daylights.
Yes, it is.
Really, really difficult not to sing along to that. Not gonna lie.
Me and George have.
It's a great song to sing to.
It's a great song.
Me and George have done it twice on the drive.
It's what John said on the video. You can do all the different voices in the same song. It's incredible.
Yeah. Question number 4. Any woman he wants, he'll get. That is Tom Jones from Thunderball. My suggestion was literally just have me shout out the last note, but that just went amiss. So, question number 5. Ask me to. I will give my world to you, baby. This one may have caught some people out. It is Patti LaBelle. If you ask me to.
We did say music. It's all encompassing. It's not just main themes, and that is an end credit song from a James Bond film. So it's fair
Correct.
game as far as I'm concerned.
I'm wondering if that caught anyone out. That would be interesting to see at the end of the round. Question number 6. But you yourself are nothing so divine. Chris Cornell, You Know My Name, which, if you haven't seen the tier list, did end up being my favorite Bond song. So there you go. Fantastic song and also very difficult not to sing to. Question number 7. No one ever died from wanting too much. That is garbage. The world is not enough. Not the song itself. The song is fantastic. But the band, garbage, and the song, The World Is Not Enough. Question number 8. I'm in so strong and so deep. The one that got Chris laughing is Rita Coolidge, All Time High. So
I like that song.
From the film.
I know.
But, yeah.
Debbie Downers with it.
Question number 9. Take my unfinished life and make it complete. That is, of course, we had to have a Bassey one in there, didn't we? That is Shirley Bassey, and that is Moonraker.
That was really tough to get a Bassey one in there,
It's
actually.
so difficult to get a Bassey one in.
We were saying like Goldfinger or, potentially
Diamonds Are Forever is just
and we looked at the lyrics and it was just so obvious, so we had to go with Moonraker. Maybe that was still obvious to you, who knows?
And number 10, You'll Relish the World I Create. That is K.D. Lang, Surrender. Another one that may have caught people off guard. A fantastic Bond song, even if it wasn't the main one from its film. So there you go.
Yeah.
Let us know yours.
Yeah. We're a third of the way there.
Scores.
We're a third of the way there. So if people do comment, we're going to get prepped up for round 3. So while you're typing, I'm just going to explain round 3. So this is the first photo round. This is the character round. A photo is going to appear on the screen, and that's got a character in it. You must name the character. We don't care about the film. There might have been multiple films for all we know, but you're going to get 15 seconds, and you have to have your answer, full name as well. If the character's only got one name, that's fine. But the character could have a title before it. He could be a sir. He could have a title prelude. So you got to get the name, and then we're going to move it forward photo by photo. So you won't see us for a couple of minutes, but this is very much round 3. And while I've explained that, we've got some scores. Marcus, 12 out of 20. Was that round 2? Was that 20 out of 20?
We should have 30 at the moment.
Yeah,
so
guys.
Total of points.
Not to brag, 30, crikey. I mean, it's a team of 9. It's a team of 9. And, of course, we have Ray 007 on 28 out of 30. So, Marcus, 21 out of 30. Very interesting. So, keep them coming in, guys. But we're going to start round 3. And the beauty of this round is when I get too much time, I get very bored on Photoshop. So, these characters, they're not just stills from the films. we've somehow managed to obtain Max Zorrin's magical computer that has photo recognition ID on it. So you're going to get 15 seconds, but Max Zorrin knows who these people are, and you're going to find out every 15 seconds. So we're going to keep an eye on the timer, and question 1 is coming up now. Name the character. As we said, we have his computer access. So this is the first question. Character, not actor. I must add for this one more than anything, or other characters known as.
Now, are you looking for speed or stamina?
Question 2. Again, this is I don't know what's going to throw people and what's not, because we know someone's on 30 out of 30, and we've never had it at this stage in advance. But you know, there might be some characters from films that people really hate.
Is this question 3?
Question 3, yeah, question 3. So I don't know how hard this is going to be for some. Now we know there's a team of 9. Like, I'm very intrigued to see how it's going to go. We've got question 4. It was a big revelation for the 3 of us. A bit behind the scenes for the film this individual's from.
Mm-hmm.
Question 5. Question 6. People are going to love this. Question number 7.
There he is.
What an icon. Question number 8. Like I said, character. Got to get the character.
Them shoulders, Jesus. Christ.
Question 9. Just to stoke the fires, there's never been braces, people. And that's a hotly debated topic. Never been braces.
Yeah, comment if you've always thought she had braces, because I was definitely in that camp, and I think Tayte, you were too.
No, I wasn't. I knew that she didn't have braces, but yeah.
Question 10. We had to chuck one in from that film, didn't we?
Mm-hmm.
That is the one and only question from that film, I think, isn't it? In this whole quiz, maybe.
Maybe not. Maybe, who knows? So that's it, guys. That's round 3. I'm going to go over them again. You're going to get shorter this time. You're going to get 10 seconds, just in case you were struggling. I think this one's going to be easier than we thought. But again, there might be people at home that aren't big Bond aficionados, so we're playing to all cases. But going back to question number 1 now.
Loving seeing these comments
saying that she did have braces with 3 exclamation marks. I mean, that's pretty.
There's a really good video on a really good video on Carmen Dyson's channel about the braces debacle. I forgot what they call it. It's not
Mandela
Stockholm
effect.
syndrome. Mandela effect. That's it. It's one of those types of things. This is question 3. Sorry, guys. Question 4.
I mean, I know everyone's sort of, rushing through these answers, but this is just making me want to watch A View to a Kill all the more.
Question 5. It was when I kind of I text Chris, I said I'm not going to bother doing any smart photoshops this time around. I mean, this might not be smart, this might be dumb for some. But then the image came to my head of just a laughing Christopher Walken. And yeah.
This is question 6, by the way, guys.
Question 6. I should have put the question numbers, and that would have helped, wouldn't it? Question 7. He returns.
He just cracks me up every time I see him. He's just.
The character's got an ambiguous ending. We never know what happened to him.
Yeah.
Question 8. Do you reckon that's the hardest one for people?
Yeah,
I mean, we know
so.
there's some big fans from a certain era, so I'm counting on you. And yes, once again,
no braces.
No braces. This is where people start leaving. Out of pure anger. Question 10.
We might have to give people a bit of extra time to write the name of that character down, because it's quite a big one.
Yeah, as you said. So I've got a lot of braces comment. that was a fun round. Let us know how hard that is. We're going to do round 4 before we do the answers. But as I said, I think this may be easier for some of you guys. We didn't, want to throw in like Broom Guy from Quantum or anything like that. So you need to worry
And
about that.
If anyone needs a recap as well, just really quickly, just let us know. But I think everyone's keeping up at a good pace with this one.
Definitely. And then round 4 is one I'm going to have to go back and mute for as well.
Yes.
Round 4 is the quotes round. So what's going to happen on this one, I'm just going to give you a little bit more time by just re-explaining it once more. Tayte is going to say a quote from a film, and you have to write down the character and the film it is from. Now, there is a running theme with this, but to make it harder, we're not going to say what that running theme is until after, shall we, Chris? Because then they might be able to narrow the characters down. So we will, we'll announce that theme after we've gone through it. But round 4 is the quotes round. As I said, 2 points per question for this one. Character and film, max 20. I think this is going to be a fun one.
Okay, time to try and not go into the characters' voices again for this one. Okay, round 4. Question number 1. Oh, look, parachutes for the both of us. Question number 1.
That's tough.
Oh, look, parachutes for the both of us.
I can see the scene now, and it's amazing.
So we're looking for the character name and the film it's from. Question number 2. Since you're here, would you mind giving me something to put on? Question number 2. Since you're here, would you mind giving me something to put on? Very difficult to,
Has anyone tried that before? Just putting the feelers out there, maybe.
Question number 3. The only question remains, will you yield in time?
Oh, that's a good one.
Question number 3. The only question remains, will you yield in time? Okay. Question number 4. A duel between titans. Short one.
It's not Godzilla versus Kong, though.
No. I forgot that was this year. Thank you
fight.
for reminding me. Oh, it's been a long year. Question number 4. A duel between titans.
Don't let me down, Tayte, on this next one.
Question number 5. He's going to derail us. Question number 5. He's going to derail us. What wine are you drinking, Chris?
This is a New Zealand wine. This is a Pinot Noir. It's very good.
So I just wanted to break the tension, People.
It's vintage year 2020. I'm not so sure that 2020 was a vintage year, but still, there we go.
Number 6. You are unusually well-informed, Mr. Bond.
Oh, we were slipping into a potential voice there a little bit.
Question number 6. You are unusually well-informed, Mr. Bond.
There we go. That was better. Cleared his throat. I don't know what came over me. I'm sorry.
It's the accent. Marcus prefers the 55 himself.
God, that's not a quote written down.
Yeah.
Look, I'm balling on a budget here, okay? There's no Bollinger here. There's no martinis just yet. Maybe that could change in the next couple of weeks. Got to do what I
Vodka
gotta
martini for the No Time to Die review, guys.
do.
What are we saying?
Potentially. Watch this space.
Question number 7. Even in my death, my magnificence is boundless.
Oh, that's a good one.
Question number 7. Even in my death, my magnificence is boundless.
It's very tense. We need some tense quiz music in
Yes.
between, don't we, to fill the void a little bit, I think.
Elevator music. Question number 8. Now, if you are very, very nice to me, I could make you my countess. Question number 8. Now, if you are very, very nice to me, I could make you my countess. I feel like this round, unlike the music, because these are spoken lines, it could be easier to be able to get them.
These guys know these movies, don't they? This is,
Yeah, I know.
if I was playing this, I'd probably have 1 point by now, maybe. But
Would that be for the Moonraker song, I'm guessing?
that Gamer Griff says, have I got time to find 8 other people to help me? This is fair enough. So, I mean, if you're doing well and you're on your own, then, give yourself a pat on the back because you're fighting against the odds on this one.
Yeah, we want the two teams to be against each other essentially, and all the solo people as well. So don't think you're not involved because you're by yourself. You're still doing well.
Question number 9. When it gets up to your knees, you'll kiss my ass to kill you. Great line.
I think a lot of people are going to get that one. I think.
Question number 9. When it gets up to your knees, you'll kiss my ass to kill you. And we're looking for the character name and the film.
There's one very excited podcast right now. That's a big tease.
Okay, and the final question of the round before we go back through them again. So question number 10. We both eradicate people to make the world a better place. I just want to be tidy. It's question number 10. We both eradicate people to make the world a better place. I just want to be tidy. I feel like my delivery there was Bond villain-esque, so...
That's a very good quote as well, isn't it? As quotes go,
a good quote.
That's pretty good. I think people might have picked up on the theme right now. Well,
probably
if you've got them all right so far, then you.
But of course, you don't care about the theme. Yeah,
I hope they figured out the theme if they have.
I need to read back through them, so we're going to give you just a few more seconds, and then I'm going to go through and just read them once over again. And then after I've read through them again for the second time, put down in the comments if you would like to have any question read out again. And I believe after this round we are going to be doing another score check.
Yeah, we'll be going back through the answers to the previous 2 rounds. That's right.
Cool. Okay, so question number 1. Oh look, parachutes for the both of us. Question number 2. Since you're here, would you mind giving me something to put on? Question number 3. The only question remains, will you yield in time? Question number 4, a duel between titans. Question number 5, he's going to derail us. Question number 6, you are unusually well-informed, Mr. Bond. Question number 7, even in my death, my magnificence is boundless. Question number 8. Now, if you are very, very nice to me, I could make you my countess. Question number 9. When it gets up to your knees, you'll kiss my ass to kill you. And question number 10. We both eradicate people to make the world a better place. I just want to be tidy. And that is the end of round 4.
Yeah, I want to know,
think...
people, was that easy or was that hard? Because I think I'm intrigued.
I think question 10, just thinking back to the trailer, it might be I just want to be a little tidier, maybe. Whoops.
There you go. A possible freebie there.
There you go. Do you know their name, though? I mean, I don't.
Oh, very good point.
So, you know.
So let's are we doing the answers to round? I mean, Marcus says it's easy.
Mm-hmm.
So yeah, that's what I'm curious for, although he's only on 21 out of 30. Sorry, Marcus. So it can't be that easy, I hope. But we're going to go through some of the answers to round 3, and then we're going to do the round 4 answers. So round 3, the photo round, Max Zorrin supercomputer. We're going to go through each answer right away for you guys at home. And as I said, only 1 point for these. Starting off, question number 1 was, of course, Valentin Sikovsky, played by Hagrid, of course. Robbie Cole. In every video, I've just called him Hagrid because, you know, you hit an age and you realise he was Hagrid.
We will also accept the answer Hagrid if people have just written that down. I'm kidding.
Question, not a bonus point, but if anyone can tell me which film this is from, it's 1 out of 2 chance. Anyway, question number 2 was Whisper, the another character who has an ambiguous ending. Did he suffocate to death in the container? Did he get arrested? Did he get shot somewhere? It is unknown at this moment in time. So question number 2 was Whisper.
I feel like he's like the unsung hero of that film, isn't he? Like, he's a fan favourite for sure.
He's very efficient. He's a very efficient character. And question number 3 is Lucia Sciarra. We'll be talking about her on Tuesday.
Yeah,
we'll be talking about her on Tuesday. Join us for our Spectre video. We've got a lot to say about one of the wasted actresses, I think, as a prelude. But we'll be getting into that one. But I think this is the one that may catch people off guard because I didn't know who was playing. I just remember it was the wife. And question number 4 is, of course, General Medrano, which is the joke we mentioned is that none of us clocked that he was in Suicide Squad, playing another general looking to do a coup takeover of his country in that film.
And also Scorpion from Into the Spider-Verse. There you go. Yes.
So that is question number 4, General Medrano. Question number 5 is Quarrel, of course, from Dr. No. Gotta say, the I said this before, the Blu-ray print, the upgrade to 1080p, you would not think that is 1962 based off that still and everything they've done. So shout out to their home video team. Question number 6, maybe one that throws off people. This isn't Octopussy. This is Andrea Anders, because obviously she has been in 2 different films. So that may have caught people off guard. I don't know if it would have. There's not a fantastic robe on there, but
I was going to say it'd be the wardrobe, wouldn't it? You'd be looking out for probably. Yeah.
Question number 7, the fan favorite, the icon, Professor Joe Butcher. We've already had him in the comments today. Someone's already quoted his line, which is incredible.
And no points if you forgot to put Professor at the beginning, because
I'm going to say that you got to put Professor Joe Butcher. I'm going to be strict, Professor Joe Butcher, and maybe one that might have threw people off guard is Verity.
Yeah,
you know, it. Of course, Madonna played her, but that's not her character name. So you can only get the point if you put Verity. And of course, the Madonna finds her way into 2 quiz questions in this so far.
Not as cringeworthy a cameo as I was expecting it to be, actually, in Die Another Day. I will say that.
And at question 9, braces off, Dolly. Never had braces. Probably an easier one, but again, you see the high-res photo, you realize there's no braces to be had. So, and question 10, the one we had to throw in because we forgot about a few of ours only. Aristotle Christatos, you know, the legendary actor, and this is the one franchise that I'm going to be honest and say I completely forgot he's in. You know, not to be horrible, but Harry Potter, Star Wars, Bond. A Game of
Indiana
Thrones.
Jones.
Yeah.
Indiana Jones. So great in all of them.
He's done everything.
not in Heroes only. So there's 10 points of a grab there. And then I'm going to let Tate go through his round 4 answers.
Yes. So on the quotes round, it is 2 points, 1 for the person and 1 for the film. So the character name we're looking for. So question number 1. Oh, look, the parachutes for the both of us. That is Gustav Graves from Die Another Day. Yeah, she was gone.
He was waiting. He was waiting for that moment. Nice.
Just checking it's not took out the TV. It's good.
Oh, it would have been worth it anyway. Question. So that was Gustav Graves from Die Another Day. Question number 2. Since you're here, would you mind giving me something to put on? That is Fiona Volpe from Thunderball.
I don't have a pair of shoes, guys. I would bring them up if I did. Oh, George has. Maybe he can help us out. He could be the prop guy. There we go.
Yeah, there we go.
For Tuesday, they've been polished.
Question number 3. The only question remains, will you yield in time? That is, of course, the chief from Casino Royale.
George,
I don't have any poker tips, but I will show the book again.
So, yeah. George, do you have
We're onto something
strapped
here.
to a chair there with a rope by any chance? Like, help us out.
I did think that. I've got hangers, I've got wires, I've got no rope.
Question number 4, a duel between titans. That is Scaramanga from Man with the Golden Gun.
We couldn't finish that quote because I believe the bit immediately after that quote is talking about his golden gun. So
correct, yeah.
I really want the golden gun prop, but I don't have it in it. So
it's amazing. Love it.
Question number 5. He's going to derail us. I think this is Chris's favorite line from all these quotes. Xenia on the top from Goldeneye.
Yes, it is.
Just... Oh God, what a character!
Hey, I was reserved on the review for Goldeneye. Okay, let me have this moment.
Question number 6, the one where my accent almost slipped in. You are unusually well informed, Mr. Bond. Ulrich Goldfinger from Goldfinger. Of course, it's Goldfinger from Goldfinger. That one should be easy for everyone, I think. Question number 7, even in death, my magnificence is boundless. That is Hugo Drax from Moonraker. A very, very good Bond villain.
That's such a cool line. Like, just hearing that again,
yes.
that's probably like the coolest line out there.
Don't have a big like steak to slap or something. So,
question number 8. Now, if you're very, very nice to me, I could make you my countess. That is Blofeld from On Her Majesty's Secret Service.
He's got the cigarette thing, hasn't he? The amazing like cigarette maneuver. I don't even know what it's called.
Okay. Question number 9. When it gets up to your knees, you'll kiss my ass to kill you. That is Franz Sanchez from License to Kill, of course.
And my bad on this next one, guys. You get a point on me, but can you get the name?
And here we go. This is from the one that has yet to be released as of the time of filming. We both eradicate people to make the world a better place. I just want to be tidier or tidy or whatever we wrote down as the quote. That is Safin from No Time to Die.
Yes. If you put Freddie Mercury, take a point away.
Yes.
Imagine if you had the fake teeth from Bohemian Rhapsody in No Time to Die. It'd be like a comical villain gone wrong. But yeah, so guys, update us. That is 4 rounds out of 6 now.
So it should be out of 60.
You should be up 6. You should be out of 60. Someone's going to comment 60 out of 60. I know it. Or 58 out of 60. So
we've got one person on perfect scores at the moment, but that's the team of 9.
That's the team.
I mean, I was going to say, like, 9 minds are better than 1, right? So
yeah,
we've got a lot of love for Gustav
20
Graves
out of
here.
20 for that round. Excellent.
Got a lot of Gustav Graves. I didn't even finish it. We should have just. If Toby Stevens did cameo, I think I'd actually delve in and buy one just to get the parachute line more.
Can we put out that comment? I don't even know.
We've got an amazing comment right here. Well, yeah, we're all speculating at the moment.
Yeah, we are.
If we put Dr. No and he turns out to be Dr. No, do we get a point later on? You can have a point in hindsight. There we go.
After the American release date.
Mm.
I want to shout out to Griff. On our tier video, he commented saying that if I actually like Madonna, I'd take a photo of my car next time I'm listening to it. And I did, and I sent it to him on Twitter as evidence. And it was at a red light, so I wasn't breaking any rules.
We've got
really 007?
No way.
Oh, my God.
So, just as quick update, the team of 9, as we expected, 60 out of 60. 007 think they're on 56 out of 60. Devil Dan is 39 out of 60. Marcus, 50 out of 60. Griff, 29 out of 60. I'm not going to do the stop getting Bond wrong line because that's unfair because we may have got it wrong ourselves at some point. So keep them coming, guys. And about that, Madonna DM was magical. I believe you called it DM of the year, actually. Not that I go sliding into many of them. So round 5 is the gadgets and vehicle round. So this is going to be the interesting one. I'm going to explain it once more. So, just like before, you're going to be able to get 2 points per round. You're going to get a gadget or a vehicle. You need to put the name of said gadget or said vehicle, and then the name of the film. So, for example, we don't have on here, so I'm happy to do it as a getaway. If we had the Aston Martin V8, we would put No Time to Die using a still with Daniel Craig, like the car that everyone's been talking about this week. So that would be your 2 points. Or a gadget would be, I don't even know anymore. What gadgets are there? There's the radio from Skyfall, another one we've not included. So you got to get the gadget and the film that goes with it. And if you think it's from multiple films, you're going to have to zone in to find out what film it is. But based off the Photoshop beforehand, we are going to unveil the next batch. So you're maybe familiar with Octopussy. James Bond has a lovely, a smartwatch 30 years in advance. He's got a camera on it. He's looking at his gadgets through there. You're going to get 20 seconds again, and it's going to come up. This one may be a little bit harder than before because they're going to be cropped. But as I said, do get the vehicle or gadget and the film. And question 1 is coming to you now. There's going to be someone that's like scared of like arm hair that's freaking out looking at this on the right. It's a stock photo, by the way. This isn't from Bond. Question number 2. I mean, I think we've got you with 2 easiest ones to start with an absolute truth.
Yeah.
Let's get used to it, right? Let's get used to the round.
Yeah, exactly. You might be new to it. So, question number 3. And we won't accept like plane or car as an answer to anything, by the way. Question number 4.
Oh my god, it's like Watchception, isn't it?
I know. Question number 5.
Oh, I think people can tell what that is.
We're not sponsored by Psycho over. It's worth noting.
In the company Psycho, that's oof.
Question number 6. The podcast just got very excited with this one. Question 7. I think this might be a tricky one.
It's quite a memorable vehicle, though. I think.
Yeah.
But can they name the vehicle? That's always my question.
Oh, that's yeah.
You can't say red car. Question 8.
That's an unfortunate picture, right there.
We won't be accepting Little Shop of Horrors.
No, I wasn't thinking Little Shop of Horrors with that one. I don't know what I was thinking with that one.
Question 9. Very, very nice vehicle.
Mm-hmm.
And question number 10. I'm just going to keep guessing and say that the group of 9 are just going to get 100% because they're in 9. Yeah. And I will keep saying that, guys. If you get one wrong, I'll be disappointed. There's 9 fans come together. But I'm going to be intrigued.
I mean, hopefully they're not on Google, Googling all these answers. We trust you guys. Hopefully you're playing by the rules. No cheating.
Imagine if I'd have put the Psycho watch in it. That'd have been incredible Inception. So as I said, I'm going to go over them again. You're going to get 10 seconds this time. But what we said before is the gadgets we know are trickier. So we'll go through more in the answers, what words we're looking for. We'll accept because we don't want to come across too extreme. We're not asking you for, like, as I said, coding and stuff like that. So you're going to get 10 seconds. Going to go through each of them again for you now. So it's question 1. I mean, I don't think this is a very hard one in truth. Mm-hmm. If you get this wrong, then I will be upset. Question 2, and this one too.
I will say, after we've gone through these, I think we definitely need to bring up Shayla's quiz team name after this because it's pretty special.
I haven't seen it yet. I'm excited. Hopefully it's something to do with Pierce Brosnan.
Yeah.
This is question 3. Moving on to question 4. So Yeah, I'm not going to say the name. That's an interesting one. We'll get to the answers. Question 5.
It's quite a dark photo, but I think there's a pretty big clue with something in there.
Question 6. Question 7. Question 8. It was really hard to get a photo of this.
My mind's just in the gutter, isn't it? I'm my own worst enemy. I'm sorry. Tayte knows as well. Look at him.
They can't see it at home, luckily.
Yeah.
Question 10. There we go. That was round. So that was round 5. Why have I got the round 4 logo on? That is my bad. Apologies to everybody at home.
I'm going to bring up Shayla's quiz team name really quickly. There's no point in quizzing if you can't feel alive. That's pretty special. I like that one. That's good. And we've got SeaWorld Man as well, long-time Cinema Savvy viewer. So thank you for tuning in, SeaWorld Man, saying that StreamYard has served you all very well. Thank you very much.
Oh, it has. The magical website.
All of these graphics done by George, by the way. So I do want to give a big thank you to George for getting all these pictures up to snuff.
We are going to be going into the final round in a second, and we do have a very good audience still. So once again, thank you everyone for joining us on this quiz before this final round. Please make sure to drop a like so this video gets recommended to more people and we can get loads of people watching along.
Comment if you want another one, and if you want it to be harder as well. Actually, I want the answer to that because we could do another one, and I'm just putting these two on the
make
spot.
it harder.
But maybe we do that after No Time to Die is out.
And also subscribe, of course.
Yes.
To kind of
lots more Bond stuff on the way. Lots more Bond stuff on the way. And heading into round 6, we're going back to general knowledge, and Chris is going to go through these. So this is the second half of the Bonds. And Chris, you know this one's worked out very well for them. If you can explain it on the questions for them.
Yes. So worked out very well for them. Well, I guess it's the last 3 Bonds, isn't it? We've got Dalton, we've got Brosnan, we've got Craig on this one. So taking us home, we've had 6 Bonds. We're going to conclude them with this one. So again, this is 1 point per question. And there is some multiple choice ones in this one. I think the last question is multiple choice. So listen out for that one. If everyone's ready, we can get through to the final round. But yeah, it was kind of like happy coincidence, wasn't it? We had 6 rounds equating to the 6 Bonds and a total of 60 questions, almost 60 years of Bond next year. So happy coincidence. But we do have that all-important tiebreaker question, which we might actually need. Reading some of the scores tonight, especially with these teams with 4, 5, and 9 people, whatever it is. Is everyone ready for the final round? If we are, then we'll get on to it. I think everyone is. I don't know if people are commenting right now. Let's get on to it then. So this is the final round for general knowledge. So question 1. What message is written on the balloon in The Living Daylights? That's question 1. What message is written on the balloon in The Living Daylights? Now, I know a certain viewer right here will probably know the answer to that question all too well, having to write a million of them out. But let's see if you can still remember.
And we're only accepting correct spelling on all these questions.
Oh, you mean person, too. Question 2. What does Sharky give Felix and Della for their wedding present in License to Kill? That's question 2. What does Sharky give Felix and Della for their wedding present in License to Kill? How well do you know your 80s Bond movies? That is the question.
The last 80s Bond film as well.
Yes, yeah. It's the end of an era, that film. Question 3. What is the name of the real-life dam that Bond bungee jumps from in Goldeneye? That's question 3. What is the name of the real-life dam that Bond bungee jumps from in Goldeneye? So a bit of behind-the-scenes knowledge is required from this one.
Sorry, I've just seen what's coming next.
Give people a few more seconds on that, and then we'll get into one of the best Bond characters of all time. Okay, question 4. Which German city does Dr. Kaufman claim he can shoot Bond from and create the proper effect? That's question 4. Which German city does Dr. Kaufman, the one and only, claim he can shoot Bond from and create the proper effect? Such a random but great scene in that film, isn't it?
Mm.
Question 5. What is the character name, for John Cleese in The World Is Not Enough? That's question 5. What is the character name for John Cleese in The World Is Not Enough? I don't know if that's a tricky one or not. I don't know if it's actually said in the film. I'm not sure.
I think they'll get this. I think they should get this. Especially Shayla's team.
Okay, question 6. Here we go. How many volts of electricity does Gustav Graves' weapon have in Die Another Day? So that's the glove that he has. How many volts of electricity does Gustav Graves' weapon have in Die Another Day?
It's a power glove, isn't it?
That's a powerful glove right there. I mean, we did some research, which we'll mention when we give the answer, but my Christ, how Bond is alive is an absolute miracle.
It's because he's James Bond.
Here's something to withstand that, but question 7. What is the name of the fictional airline in Casino Royale that the terrorists target? That's question 7. What is the name of the fictional airline in Casino Royale that the terrorists target?
I wonder if that's a tricky one. I don't think it is, but I know that film.
My head immediately goes to it, but at the same time, it could catch some people out because it's not something you pay attention to.
It's like you remember the scene very well, like it's a major scene from that film, isn't it? It's just pinpointing that exact name. That might be the tricky part.
I think the next one's possibly harder.
So that takes us on to the next question. Question 8. What is the name of the opera show that they go to see in Quantum of Solace? It's question 8. What is the name of the opera show that they go and see in Quantum of Solace? That's when all the members of Quantum get up and walk out. Spectre. Sorry. We couldn't call it that at the time, could we? Question 9. What is Raoul Silva's real name in Skyfall? And just a hint, it ain't Raoul Silva. Question 9. What is Raoul Silva's real name in Skyfall?
And we don't mean the actor before someone puts Javier Bardem.
Yes.
I just
real character.
Characters. What is the character? What is the character of Raoul Silva's real name in Skyfall?
And a perfect tease to say we did our Skyfall video this Tuesday, and thank you to everyone who's checked that one out so far. We put a hint on Twitter. I had a Thiago from Liverpool gif on earlier. No one understands football. That was my personal account. That'd be why.
And this is a multiple choice one now, guys. Now there's a lot of numbers involved with this one, so bear with me on this one. So question 10. Spectre holds the Guinness World Record for the largest film stunt explosion. How many tons of TNT equivalent did they use? Now, we've either got A, 60.07, B, 64.11, or C, 68.47, or D, 73.25. I'm going to read that again because there's a lot of numbers. Spectre holds the Guinness World Record for largest stunt explosion. How many tons of TNT equivalent did they use? So is it either A, 60.07, B, 64.11, C, 68.47, or D, 73.25? If you need me to go through those numbers again, guys, just let me know and we'll go through it again. I think that last one's pretty tough, actually. I actually wasn't aware that it was the largest film stunt explosion, so that was news to me when we came up with questions for this thing.
It does look like CGI when I watch it. It's not criticism, by the way. We'll talk about it on Tuesday, but it does look like CGI. But it's phenomenal as a stunt goes, just a bit excessive.
So reading through these really quickly once again. So you'll get a repetition of question 10. Question 1, what message is written on the balloon in The Living Daylights? Question 2, what does Sharky give Felix and Della for their wedding present in License to Kill? Question 3, what is the name of the real-life dam that Bond bungee jumps from in Goldeneye? Question 4, which German city does Dr. Kaufman claim he can shoot Bond from and create the proper effect? So great, I love it. Question 5, what is the character name for John Cleese in The World Is Not Enough? Question 6, how many volts of electricity does Gustav Graves' glove weapon have in Die Another Day? Question 7, what's the name of the fictional airline in Casino Royale that the terrorists target? Question 8, what is the name of the opera show that they go and see in Quantum of Solace? Question 9, what is the character Raoul Silva's real name in Skyfall? And question 10, this might be the tricky one. Spectre holds the Guinness World Record for the largest film stunt explosion. How many tons of TNT equivalent did they use? Is it A, 60.07? Is it B, 64.11? Is it C, 68.47? Or is it D, 73.25? So again, that should be a total of 10 points for that round, 1 point per question.
Yeah, that's going to round us out for the night with 90 answers across 60 questions. I'm going to give everyone a couple of seconds because we're obviously going to do the answers to rounds 5 and 6. But comment your thoughts on that final round. Was it harder with the newer films or was it easier than before? So, I mean, I say the newer. Some of them are from the mid-'80s in that round. It's not really new anymore, is it? But, yeah. I'm going to give everyone a couple of seconds. But do also comment, guys, how you thought tonight's been question-wise. We're going to go through answers. We're going to get your scores. But also, let us know if you want more quizzes. See what man's put harder quizzes. We can certainly look into that. But I think the first one we did was torture, right? People got like 30 out of 60. And then we kind of had to take a back seat and switch it. But... yeah, I'm ready to go through the answers if other people are. I don't know if I should give them a couple more seconds or whatnot.
We'll see if the think tank got 90 out of 90 in a second, I guess.
Yeah, that's the goal now. That's the goal. They're like Spectre themselves.
Samar says we're stumped on a couple, so our perfect streak may be over. And we have Marcus saying round 6 was a little bit harder than round 1. Well, we have progression there, don't we, in the difficulty, so that's good. Gamer Grip says enjoyable and challenging. That's what we always try and aim for if we can. So hopefully we struck a good balance with this one. I still think we'll have very high scores, though, across the board on this one. Judging from previous rounds, people dropping only a couple of points, it seems. So...
Ray 7, brilliant. 4 of us haven't got full marks, and don't call yourself supposed Bond experts. You are. You need to get 100%. Everyone's going to make a mistake. And Devil Down, pretty hard, especially ones that involve numbers. And that being said, let's get some numbers tossed up. So, heading back to round 5, the gadgets and vehicle rounds. This is where people may comment. So, I don't have the comments up, Chris and Tat. I'm leaving this for you guys to sort. Cool. But question 1: name the vehicle and film. Come on, guys, it's the DB5 Aston Martin. You must say Aston Martin DB5 for that 1 point, and obviously Casino Royale. So I'm gonna try and vary what we're going to accept for this. Question number 2. This is the exploding pen from Goldeneye. If you really went out and put exploding Parker pen, then obviously you're going to get that as well. But we will take the exploding pen from Goldeneye.
It's just so hard not to. I mean, you can't see what I'm doing right now. I'm spinning a pen. I'm trying to spin a pen like Boris. Good old Boris.
The only trick I'm trying to learn is the poker chip from Casino Royale still. Question 3. Right. This is the Acro Star from Octopussy. That is, we're not just taking plain or the opening credits plain or something like that. Acro Star Octopussy. If anyone wants to contest that, comment your answer and we'll decide between. But as we know that the vehicles and gadgets are going to be a bit trickier, as is this one. Question number 4. Live and Let Die. We've got 3 different alternatives. The Magnetic Watch, the buzzsaw watch, and the multifunctional watch. We will accept any of them three. Looks very Empire Strikes Back. Not Empire Strikes Back, Return of the Jedi. Getting some Star Wars trivia in there. But as we said, or if you really put Rolex in there, then obviously Rolex and what the watch does. We won't just accept Rolex for that one. I know if I'm sounding harsh, but this is the only round I've been a bit worried about.
We're the Quizmasters. We say goes, right? So
well, unless they can prove us wrong. Question 5 is the dragon from Dr. No. This is obviously, I think, a very easy one. It looks amazing when you actually see it in broad daylight, what it really looked like. So of course, the dragon Dr. No. Question 6. We will take the camera gun, but this is also the signature camera gun from License to Kill. A great gadget, I will say. We haven't really spoken much about gadgets, to be fair, but this was a great one. But we'll take camera gun signature, or if you really put a signature in there, you're going to get the point as well. We don't know the brand of the camera, so I'm not bothered about that. Question 7. Ford Mustang from Diamonds Are Forever. Got to put Ford Mustang. We won't accept just Mustang. Oh, sorry, or just Ford, that's what I meant. Ford Mustang, Diamonds Are Forever. And then we get to an all-time classic. The inflatable ski jacket from The World Is Not Enough.
Oh, so that's what it is.
We will accept inflatable ski suits from The World Is Not Enough, but I couldn't have just put a picture of Piers Brosnan wearing a jacket because that would just be dumb. So, it must have put essentially inflatable ski something. The World Is Not Enough. I think that's an easy one. As I said, any queries, let us know. We'll get to them at the end. And this one here, the Aston Martin V8 from the Living Daylights. Now, if you put Volante or Vantage with the V8, you'll get that as well. It's got two different names, but the key words here, Aston Martin V8, and of course, the Living Daylights. What a bloody phenomenal car. I'm so excited that one's coming back.
It's probably one of my favourites, actually, if I had to
It's aged very well. Very, very well, that car.
We
and
do
I can't
have,
see Craig drive.
very, very quickly with the inflatable ski jacket, we do have Avalanche Jacket. Is that okay?
We'll take that. Avalanche
that
Jacket,
works,
that was on the old James Bond cards back in the day, apparently. We'll take Avalanche Jacket. And the final one, question 10. This is the Attache case from Russia with Love. Yeah, I always get that annoying. So Attache case from Russia with Love. So 20 points up for grabs in that round. I hope I've been fair in saying them. As you said, any questions, throw them over. We'll get back to you straight away. We'll bring them up on the live stream. So if you're watching it out in advance, just drop us a tweet or DM and we'll reply to you as well. We'll comment, obviously. So that is round number 5. As you said, 20 points there. Heading back into round 6 for Chris.
Yeah, absolutely. We'll give people just a few more seconds to query anything, any discrepancies they might have had in that previous round. But I think, we're getting scores on the doors already. Oof, that's got really 007 with 76 out of 80. Look at that, almost full marks. Very, very admirable score right there.
With 10 more points to dish out. Let's see how
10
far
more points.
they
This could take it. This could be the decider for a lot of people right here. Okay, so this is your final round of general knowledge answers right here. So question 1, what message is written on the balloon in the Living Daylights? It is Smiert Spionum. And I'm
should we put it in the chat?
We should. So I'm going to spell it out for people.
Type it or?
You can type it as well. I'll read it out. So it's Smiert Spionom. That's Smiert Spionum. There we go.
Don't have the fancy font.
No.
Yes.
The backwards ends. Question 2. What does Sharky give Felix and Della for their wedding present in License to Kill? It is fishing lures, or just lures, whatever you've put for that.
I keep thinking Lurt's out Lord of the Rings.
Yeah.
It's like pops out of a box.
So yeah, that's fishing lures for that one. Any or. Question 3. What is the name of the real-life dam that Bond bungee jumps from in Goldeneye? That is the Contra Dam. And if you're going to do a bungee jump, that's probably the only one that I want to do in my lifetime. Whether I will or not, watch this space. Question 4. What German city does Dr. Kaufman claim he can shoot Bond from and create the proper effect? It is Stuttgart.
Stuttgart.
And you have to say it in the very camp, flamboyant German accent that Dr. Kaufman has in that film.
We've not had Nikolai in the comments line, which is a shame because I think is he from Stuttgart? Like he has commented before, like when we did the episode, didn't he?
I was going to say, like, if Nikolai was playing, that'd be like the first one he'd get right, like instant. Like, I just know it. Just really quickly going back to the Spionen one, Shayla says, I spelt it right for those wondering. Those really 007 balloons really came in handy. Question 5. What is the character name for John Cleese in The World Is Not Enough? It is R. That's the letter R. Question 6. How many volts of electricity does Gustav Graves's glove weapon have in Die Another Day? Brace yourself. It's 100,000 volts. Now, I wanted to check this before we move on to the next answer for the next question. I wanted to check how many volts of electricity pass through someone's body in the electric chair, which kills people. And it's about 2,000 volts to 2,200 volts. Bond gets shocked with 100,000 volts. You just think about that for a second. That is mad. But 100,000
power of Brosnan.
It's power of Brosnan, clearly. Yeah. So that was 100,000 volts that we were looking for the answer for that one. Question 7. What is the name of the fictional airline in Casino Royale that the terrorists target? It is Skyfleet, not Skynet, not Skydome. It's Skyfleet.
Does anyone know the Skydome outside of Warwickshire? That's actually a really
I was going to say that's a deep cut reference. I couldn't think of another Sky right there. I panicked.
Skyfall.
Sky. Yeah, there you go. I could have gone with that. I didn't. Question 8. What is the name of the opera show that they go to see in Quantum of Solace? Any opera fans in the audience? It is Tosca. I must admit, I've never gone to an opera in my life, so I'm not very cultured in that way. But Tosca was the answer we were looking for that question. Question 9. What is the character Raul Silva's real name in Skyfall when he tells M to say his name? It is Tiago Rodriguez. That was Tiago Rodriguez.
No idea how I cocked that one up.
Not Tiago.
Hey, I cocked up No Time to Die, so we all get one.
We'll take it.
Yeah.
Go watch our Skyfall video. There you go. I'll tease about that.
And final question. This was the tough one. Question 10. Spectre holds the Guinness World Record for largest film stunt explosion. How many tons of TNT equivalent did they use? So the potential answers were A, 60.07, B, 64.11, C, 68.47, or D, 73.25. And the answer we were looking for was answer C, 68.47. So maybe you knew that. Maybe that was a stab in the dark. But if you picked C, 68.47, that is the one that we were looking for, and that will get you the point. So there should be a total of 10 points in that round and a total of 90. So we do have a tiebreaker question should we need it. We'll check the scores on the doors right now. Maybe we'll have an all-out winner right now. We're about to find out.
So please put your full scores in the comments now for all of the rounds put together. So tot up all your scores. I think people have been doing it as they've been going along, which is great. But for those who haven't put in their scores just yet, now is the time if you want to announce your score to the world. It will be out of 90, and we will see who has got the highest score.
And also, guys, comment as well. If you're not watching it live, if you're watching on demand or you're 10, 15 minutes behind, comment underneath. We will acknowledge them. We'll get them online as well. So if you are watching it late, no worries. But as we said, it's it's all fun and games. It's more of a Bond fun thing. We're a week away from the new film Brackets, and this should have been elsewhere. Sorry, Shayla and Cam, if you're watching. And Australians, I think it's December or end of November or something mad over there. But yeah, we're just giving you time. But as I said, if you've enjoyed this, comment along. We've loved having people on because we've not done a quiz in so long, and we always knew we wanted a Bond one. We wanted to do a Bond one, and the way it's built up. So a big thank you to everybody that's tuned in so far for this. And we bloody hell. Okay, I'm not going to do a ranking. I'm just going to bring them at 4. So close.
I'm intrigued to find out what those two questions are, if we want to bring that one up first.
No, let's start from the bottom. Sorry, Griff. 51 out of 90, repping Arsenal there. Right at the bottom. 51 out of 90. As I said, mate, don't worry. You're on your own. You've done very well by yourself. I don't think I'd have got 51 out of 90.
No.
Then we have Double Dana, 64 out of 90. We will take that. Very good score. Marcus, 75. Oh, no, that was 75 out of 90. Ooh,
Yeah.
very, very interesting. You did very, very well by yourself, as I must say that. And for the live stream folks at home, really 007 smashed it out of the park with an 84 out of 90 for a smaller team. That is absolutely phenomenal. And then, of course, we have the incredible team, the team of 9, which is, I want to make sure we've got the pronunciation right from what Show spoke about earlier. There's no point in quizzing if you can't feel alive. A title worthy of winning the quiz. 88 out of 90. Phenomenal. I want to know what the two you all got wrong, because that's 9 people.
I'm intrigued as well.
And did anyone get Tiago right because I name dropped it by mistake? I also want to know that, because that was really annoying. I thought really smart about putting that Skyfall question in there.
Okay, so the 2 questions were the dam and the voltage.
Oh,
Yeah.
The takeaway from this, guys, is watch Dine of the Day a lot more. You need to pick some more things apart there. We could have done many Dine of the Day things in there, but it's oh god, we've got a great comment. Can I bring it up?
Yeah, I was going to bring it up to you.
I think it's amperage rather than voltage. It's deadly, though. I may be giving potentially deadly advice. Please disregard. Phenomenal. But as we said, this has been an absolute blast. I don't really. And Brosnan films, go rewatch them. Absolutely, guys. Mm-hmm. They're great films. Some have aged, but there's to bring it really double. And a lot of you are on there. There was a Brosnan special on that last week, which was great. So do check out those Brosnan films. More Dine of a Day, always, absolutely. I'm following John's advice. Do I get a Madonna vinyl plate on the wall? I'm joking.
Oh.
That'd be a bit creepy, wouldn't it?
I've got a gamer Griff here who says, well done all. Someone had to come last, may as well be me. Hey, don't discredit yourself, dude. You did very well, especially because
Griff, if that was a Tottenham fan, Griff, if that was a Tottenham fan, they wouldn't have got 30, mate. So don't worry.
Also, are we allowed to know Chris and Tate's surnames? I don't know. Do we want to disclose that? I think we have on the channel, haven't we?
We probably have at some point.
We've introduced ourselves.
We used to introduce ourselves with our 4 names, didn't we? I think because I tweet obviously with my 4 name, it might be that.
Yeah, possibly.
Tate,
it's like a big reveal. Do you want to do it in a Bond reveal?
Well, I mean, everyone knows yours, George, right? So I
don't need to do it.
Okay, here we go. I'm gonna bite the bullet. Chris Garner. That's Garner. If you want to find. I don't have Twitter, guys, so I don't do the whole thing. I'm afraid.
I guess I'm shouting myself out here then. Tayte Nyawa. If you want to find me on any social media, Instagram, Tate_modern, Tayte, and then modern. There you go.
See what you did there, Tate. That's good wordplay right there.
Next quiz should come following No Time to Die. I concur. Yep. And if we were to do it, we will time it so that people can watch it by Australia, probably. Sorry. And we would also put absolute flags everywhere if we're going to have any No Time to Die spoilers, because we don't want to ruin it for anybody, which is probably a lovely segue into pitching what's coming next, right, guys? Yeah. Because next up, we have Spectre, which, if you're looking forward to our thoughts on it, then there's fair enough, there's that. But aside from that, of course, the big one is a week today, the No Time to Die spoiler-free review. And when we say we do spoiler-free reviews, like, we do mean it. We've done a lot over the last year, so we are fully braced for the first big one. There will be a spoiler one at the start of October. I think, was it the 5th? We'll tweet it again, but do not need to worry about us giving anything. There won't be any spoilers on social media either. That's another big thing. I had a bit of a rant yesterday because I'm sick and fed up of people tweeting Marvel and Star Wars videos. So do not worry about spoiler coverage from us. We know how much people have wanted and waited to see this film. And obviously we're in that too. So do not worry about anything. We're going to keep you all safe, but is there anything else we need to bring up to them?
I don't know if we have the schedule up for like the upcoming videos we have for Bond month, so we could kind of tease. If people don't know, we might have some new faces here that haven't seen some of our stuff.
Absolutely. So up on the screen now, as you can see, we've got the poster page. So Spectre, No Time to Die spoiler free next Thursday 30th. The spoiler one will be the 5th of October, which is doing a little bit more planning for that. the 19th of October is going to be, I think, one of the big ones for us. That is the Bond top 10 ranking video. That is going to be us three amongst many guests, people you've seen come on our channel, people that are in the chat now talking to us. We're going to be collating everybody's top 10s together. Everyone's going to send in smaller videos. We'll put them all together to create a definitive top 10 Bond ranking. And if you want a preview of how that's going to look, go to our Marvel retrospective where we did that at the end. And it's going to be in the same format. So that was very much a tester for the Bond one. And the 24th of October is the mysterious one. This is the, I guess we could say, future of Bond question mark. We're going to essentially see who we'd like to see play Bond, who we'd love to see and be a villain and things like that. So that's going to be very much a look ahead to the future of the James Bond films. So that's going to be a lot of fun. And then the sort of the post No Time to Die month, we have a few more retrospectives we deep down want to do. The original 1967 Casino Royale, Never Say Never Again, because we haven't covered those. These are going to be every Tuesday still. And then wrapping it off with I think Tom Butler calls them the Adopted Children, the Austin Powers trilogy, and Johnny English is coming at you. So we've got a couple more of the spy things that we really wanted to cover on the channel. And we're only doing Johnny English 1 because no one wants to watch Johnny English 2 or 3, no matter how many Bondaloon lined up in them both.
And it's the Purvis and Wade link, isn't it? Like, I don't want to subject myself to John English 2 and 3, so sorry for you completionists out there, but we're just doing the first one. But that'll be a nice way to cap off the month. This has been really fun to do. It's been good doing a quiz again. It's been way too long, but obviously, hope you guys have all enjoyed it. It looks like a lot of people have, so thank you very much for tuning in. Honestly, the amount of people we've had tonight, thank you so much for tuning in for the quiz tonight. Hopefully you've all enjoyed it. The good competitive spirit among everyone. It's all great. And yeah, if you did like this, please do let us know. And we'll be more than happy to do another quiz sometime. We might have to up our game in terms of the difficulty on some of the questions based on some of the scores tonight. So watch this space and we'll see what we can do after No Time to Die comes out. But I think that's everything. I guess we can just do one quick blast of the socials before we finish. Obviously, we do review other stuff on the channel when new films come out, but let's be honest, guys, at the moment, we're kind of a part-time Bond channel, and we're absolutely loving that fact. As we mentioned, Spectre coming out next week. No Time to Die is going to be the huge release. Really hyped for that one. And we'll have a lot of other stuff on the way too. So that's Facebook at Cinema Savvy, Twitter at Cinema_Savvy. We're on Letterboxd as well at letterboxd.com/Cinema Savvy. And of course, there's the TeePublic store in the description down below where you can pick up some t-shirts, any of our merch that we have. So be sure to share this around with people who might not have tuned in tonight, see how they do. And if anyone's watching this after the fact, let us know your scores in the comments down below too. That'll do it from us. Huge thank you to everyone. Final time for everyone tuning in tonight. Stay safe, and we'll see you probably for Spectre next week. Take care, everyone. See ya.
See ya.